Hey everybody, it's Nick here in the Men's Corner. I've got a pretty heavy subject matter for you today. As you probably saw from that title card, I'm going to be talking about strangulation, and along with strangulation, I'm going to be talking about some pretty intense violence. So please consider this your content warning. If you do not want to watch this video, absolutely, it's okay. I understand. So, like I said, that's your content warning, and we'll be digging into in my opinion, one of the most insidious acts of domestic violence. All right, so let's dig in. So, what is strangulation? Strangulation is someone putting their hands upon someone's throat with the intent to harm, essentially, at the end of the day. And so there's a wide variety of reasons that this specific topic is horrible. You know, first, there's the attempt on someone's life. Second, there's the fact that in relationships where a strangulation event has occurred, the likelihood of further attempts on that partner's life tend to increase, right? I believe the statistic I last saw on one of my articles was there's a 1 in 6 chance of an escalation for an actual murder to occur. The other reason, and this is a physical reason, of course, is well, think about it this way. Have you ever bumped your knee or bumped your elbow and a few days later it was completely swollen up and inflexible and you couldn't really walk or move your arm? Imagine that, but it's on your airway. All right, this is one of the more dangerous after effects of strangulation. This is something that the volunteer staff and community advocates have to be on the lookout for, right? If someone goes to the hospital initially and they have survived strangulation, they may not necessarily be showing signs and symptoms other than just there was hands on my throat and I was choked for however long, right? But then imagine a few days later that person's windpipe and breathing organs are just completely swollen up, and suddenly 3 days later what someone may have thought was nothing or a lesser concern has suddenly become an extremely prominent concern, right? So based off everything I've just talked about to you and ideally with you, you might think that strangulation, you might think that's a major felony. It sounds a lot like an attempted murder, but, and I hate to say this, strangulation right now in my home state of Ohio is a misdemeanor. And that doesn't seem right or just or proper at all, This is an attempt upon someone's life that we're talking about, So that sounds a whole lot like an attempted murder to me. There's 5 locations in America right now where strangulation is still a misdemeanor. Ohio is one of them, South Carolina, Washington, D.C. I'm drawing a blank on the other 2, but you can look into those yourself. I'll post a few article links in the show notes here. But right now in the state of Ohio, there is currently a push to upgrade that misdemeanor into a felony. So I encourage you, if you care about this issue, as I do, as my colleagues do, if you care about this, I encourage you to reach out to your state reps. I encourage you to reach out to your congresspeople. I encourage you to draw attention to the fact that this is an incredibly insidious aspect of domestic violence that is being insuitably addressed by the legal standards. All right. Well, I hope that this video was informative. I hope that you watched through, and I hope that you can keep up the discourse with me and with my colleagues. All right. This has been Nick. This has been the Men's Corner. We'll talk very soon.